Hi, my name is Travis and welcome to the Taking Back My Future project. What this is, it's a project that's going to run throughout 2008 where I'm going to make daily recordings of my life and specifically what I'm doing to improve my life in 4 areas. Those 4 areas being professionally, physically, romantically, and religiously. The idea is that by being candid and opening myself up to everybody out there in the cyber world, that I'll find the motivation I need to really push myself and achieve my goals and find improvement in these 4 areas. Now, how did the Taking Back My Future project come about? Let me give you a little background on me and what led me to be where I'm at today. First of all, I'm 31 years old. I live in Utah. I work for a job where I make $11.50 an hour answering the telephones and fixing people's computers for a company where that doesn't treat its employees very well at all. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I have a 2005 car that is in someone else's name that I'm making payments on because my credit's not good enough to have in my own name. I am not married. I'm currently single. I've been in love once and it was with the wrong person. So when you really look at it and tally all that up, it really doesn't amount to a whole lot, and that's what I realized. Is that at my age, at 31, I'm not where I want to be in life. When I was 21, I didn't say 10 years from now, this is where I want to be, where I'm at now. I expected to be further ahead, to have made more progress. And I realized that I can't do anything now to change the past. And I'm currently living with what I have right now, but I want to take back my future. I'm not happy with the way my future is, so I decided that I'm going to take it back and make it into what I want it to be, and that's how the Taking Back My Future project came about. Now, it's easy to come up with goals and focus on the areas that you want to improve, but a little bit harder to come up with plans for them. Looking at the 4 different areas I want to work on, the first one being professionally, people are going to ask, why don't you just get a better job? And it's not that easy for the fact that I have a criminal record. 8 years ago, I met a girl online who said I hit her, and it never happened. I spent a year in court fighting it. But it became her word against mine, and I ended up losing because no one wants to believe someone would, make up a lie about that. Now, regardless of if it's true or not, the fact is I'm still losing jobs as a result of it today. I'll even get so as far to get into the interview and do a great job and be offered the job, and as soon as that background check comes in, they rescind the job offer. If I put it on the applications right up front, I don't even get in for the interview. So it's kind of been a difficult situation dealing with that. Because all the good jobs out there, the career potential ones, they do the background checks and they don't want to take someone that has a record, even though all it is a misdemeanor and I don't have anything else on my record at all. And then the jobs that aren't as picky about who they hire, they typically don't pay as well, so it kind of puts you in a catch-22 there as to what you're going to do. And on the fact that I don't have a degree, and it becomes really hard for me to find a job that is going to pay well, allow me to get to where I want to be, to get my debt paid off, and be able to buy a home, provide for a future family, that kind of thing. So what are my goals as to how I'm going to fix this problem, because it's a huge hurdle to overcome? Well, as of tonight, I've taken steps to send out for information for community colleges and colleges in my area that do work in degrees and certifications. I'm currently A+ certified, and I'd like to get other certifications as well. My work background includes about the past 10 years in sales. Past year though, I got into computers because I wanted something with a little more financial stability and security. And I've liked what I've done, but I still have a lot more I need to learn, and A+ certification isn't going to get you anywhere. So you need more certifications or degrees, so I'm looking at getting into that. The trick is being able to juggle school and, work at the same time so you can continue to make bills. But another thing I'm going to try is to keep looking for new jobs, ones that are going to pay more and allow me to get ahead. I think just a little more candor on my part, maybe in their interviews, let them know what to expect from my job interview, but not to hold it against me because I'm a hardworking employee. I exceed and excel at whatever job I've ever done. And, I just want the opportunity, for someone to give me a break in that regard and realize that I'm going to put everything I can into it, and I'm a great employee. I have a lot to offer. And I want to get past the point where I'm at a job, but I want to find a career. I've got at least 50 years more ahead of me working, and I want to be able to do that, someplace that I can enjoy being at. I want to wake up and look forward to going into work rather than hating my job and not even making enough to even make it worthwhile. So my goals in that regard for this year will be to present myself in a more candid manner in my interviews, to hopefully so my background doesn't play a part against me, and get a little more professional certification and degrees so that I can apply and compete with the people that are going for those same positions. Next thing I want to work on is myself physically. I'm 6'1", weigh 250 pounds, which isn't huge, but at the same time it's not healthy, especially since it's not muscle. Ideally, by the end of the year, I'd like to lose 50 pounds of that. I want to be in good shape. What I'm going to do to reach that is at least 3 times a week work on the treadmill and do crunches and and home exercise every day, some weightlifting. Just essentially make my life more active. I lead an extremely sedentary job. I sit at a desk all day on the telephone. When I come home, I'm really not doing much more, especially now that it's winter time. When it warms up, I want to be able to go out there and do some hiking and really get more of that in and be more outdoorsy this year than I have been in recent years. And figure out of all my 4 areas that I want to work on, this will probably be the easiest one there. Religiously, I want to be able to just get back into with my church. It's always been an important part of me, and I've always held the beliefs, but I just haven't been going and, holding myself up to the standard I know I should religiously. So I want to change that. Starting, this Sunday, I plan on going out and trying to be out there weekly, and just backing up my beliefs with my actions as well. And finally, the last area I want to work on is going to be the romantic side of things. I really believe that once the other 3 areas fall into place, that then the romantic one will as well. I want to find that wonderful girl I can spend my life with, but I've got to be that guy that's worthy of that. And that means making myself a better person, which is what really this project's all about. Putting myself in a spot where I look back 10 years from now, I'm not where I'm at now. Even 1 year from now, when January 1st, 2009 rolls around, I want to be in a different spot. It doesn't have to be, a complete 180 from where I'm at now, but I have to be on the path to real progress. And I'm hoping that this project will put me there. I want to take back my future. I want to know that with everyone out there watching me, be it to cheer me on, be it to hope I fail, whatever the case may be, that knowing that there's people there, that I'll be able to find the motivation I need to push myself forward and reach these goals. And hopefully as people are watching this, that they're taking something out of this as well, that maybe you realize that your life isn't maybe what you want it to be, so you realize you can go out there and change that. You can grab a hold of it and you can take back your future as well. This is really just a project about self-improvement, self-betterment, and I really want to be able to achieve that, and if I can help someone else along the way, that's even better. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time to be a part of this. Have a happy 2008, and this is day 1 of me taking back my future.